My name is Leoshaa Fernandes and I am from Grade 8. Today I am going to explain about the topic separation of solid-liquid mixtures. Solid-liquid mixtures are mixtures that consist of solid and liquid substances in it. Some examples of such mixtures are a mixture of sand and water and a mixture of sugar and water. These solid-liquid mixtures can be separated by methods like filtration, sedimentation, evaporation and distillation. Let us learn how these solid-liquid mixtures can be separated by using these separating techniques. Firstly, let us learn about filtration. Filtration is a process that is used to separate the solid substances from a liquid component. Filtration is used to separate an insoluble solid from a liquid. Some examples of filtration around us are when we filter tea. The tea leaves are filtered out and remain on the surface of the strainer as the residue, and the tea is filtered as the filtrate. Let me show you an example of filtration experimentally. Here I have a glass filled with water and some insoluble solid particles. And this is the filter medium that I will use to filter my liquid. As you can see, after filtering, the residue remains in the strainer on the surface of the strainer and the liquid is collected in the glass. So this was how filtration helps in the process of separating a solid-liquid mixture. Next, let us learn about sedimentation. Sedimentation is a process that is used to remove insoluble solid particles from water or any other liquid. The insoluble solid particles settle down at the bottom of the container and the liquid is then decanted out. For example, in a mixture of sand and water, the sand particles settle down at the bottom of the container and after a while, the water is decanted out. We see the examples of sedimentation around us many times in our daily lives. For example, the tea leaves settling down at the bottom of the container in tea and soil settling at the bottom in a lake or a river. Let me show you how sedimentation occurs experimentally. Here I have a glass filled with a solid-liquid mixture. The insoluble solid particles have settled at the bottom of the container and the liquid must be decanted out. Here the solid-liquid mixture is separated as we have got the liquid and the insoluble solid particles separately. So this was how sedimentation takes place in the separation of a solid-liquid mixture. Next, let us learn about evaporation. Evaporation is a process that is used to separate a solid-liquid mixture based on the fact that liquids vaporize easily and solids do not vaporize easily. Evaporation can be made quicker by heating up the mixture. For example, if we have a mixture of common salt and water, we cannot separate it through filtration. Hence, we have to heat up the solution and the water evaporates, leaving behind the salt in the container. The last method that is used to separate a solid-liquid mixture is distillation. In distillation, the mixture is heated up and the liquid evaporates. The liquid vapors are then cooled down to get the liquid back and the solid remains in the distillation flask. One example of distillation to separate a solid-liquid mixture is seawater that is distilled to get pure water and salt. On heating seawater, the liquid evaporates and is then cooled to form pure water. The pure water is then collected in a separate beaker and the salt remains in the distillation flask. So these were the methods that are used to separate solid-liquid mixtures. Thank you.